My name is Fisayo Fosudo. I'm a visual storyteller and tech video producer. I make videos about smartphones, apps, accessories, and yeah, everything in between. I also interview business leaders and talk about the Nigerian economy sometimes, all on YouTube, Instagram, social media in general. And we have like around 1.5 million followers across platforms.
That's very good to know. I'm very sure most of the audience will know you, and I'm very sure they'll be curious also to hear your insight too. Without further ado, so let's just get to learn from you. You have over 1.5 million followers on all platforms. Is there a way you have leveraged AI and data to help maintain and grow your content on social medias?
So yes, we have used AI to do a couple of things for our videos. I was just talking about how recently we interviewed someone who is an inventor. He invented a way to make clothes, shoes, and bags from just plants. And we needed like a title and like how we would shape that video. So what we did was we went to like ChatGPT and we just sort of summarized the video and asked it to come up with a title. So he came up with a couple of titles. Then I was able to like mix and match and then use one. And then he also gave us a thumbnail. So that's the thumbnail that is currently on that video now. So it was like he made this from plants. So something like that. So we were able to design. I'm a designer. So I was able to design that thumbnail based on what the AI sort of asked me to do. And it was a very good thumbnail, in my opinion, anyway. So that's something, that's one way we're using AI. And in terms of data, these platforms already have like their back end data. So we use those data points to help understand the audience. We know that people like tech videos on our channels. People also really like the finance videos, the videos on the Nigerian economy. So we hired someone who is like a very good animator and is helping us like shape the information in such a very visually appealing way because we know that the audience really, really cares about this. So we're seeing like watch time data. People are watching for longer when we have those things in it. So and a platform like YouTube really prioritizes watch time. When you watch for longer, they recommend your videos more.
Thank you very much on that. Very sure most young content creators will enjoy that. As AI changed the way you approach content creation, particularly in video editing and virtual storytelling. A good storytelling also helps captivate the audience. Is there a way you have leveraged data to enhance your storytelling and video editing?
Yeah, so to the question, AI has definitely changed certain aspects of things. I would say it has helped me more than I mean there's like the bad side of it, but AI has definitely helped what we're doing. So just like the first example I gave about the title and thumbnail, AI we are using AI to help us attack certain subjects to a certain way. So I can say it can help me think of an angle to come at this video, and I can actually like you know attack the story from multiple angles.
Okay.
But when it comes to storytelling itself, like just like I'm always saying, like prioritize the value in the business of content creation or in the idea of content creation. You are helping people get some kind of value, whether you think about that or not. So if you're a comedian, you are giving entertainment value. People are laughing because of what you are doing. So the value your audience gets is they are happy, they are laughing based on what you've shown them. If you are making educational content, you are giving educational value because like what I do, people are coming to our content and they are learning, they are understanding it better. So they live better than they came. They are educated in a way. You can do inspirational content, so that also exists. And you can have a mix of them. You can do edutainment, which is education and entertainment. So you can mix and match and have those, content pieces. Essentially, think about the value you are giving. And that's where like your story comes in. What story are you telling? How are you telling the story? Is it unique to you? Do you really, really care about it? And why should the audience care about this story? So you should always be thinking about these things because you want them to actually care. And the way that will happen and that will work out well is if you yourself really care about it. People can easily tell that you care about something and they can latch onto that. And I think that we've been making videos for 7 years now, and I feel like I care about it. I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like in a way it's also infectious that They know I care about it and I love what I'm doing and I'm working very hard at what I'm doing. And people are getting that benefit as well.
Thank you very much on that insight. You posted about going to a university in New York. You were displaying robots working. So I saw that, and it's a very fascinating one. We saw a famous company just released some robots. What was your remark when you first saw those robots do those amazing things?
Yeah. So what we went to do was the U.S. State Department, which is part of the U.S. government, they have a program called the Tech Tour. So we did a tech tour. We were only two in the world that were selected for this, and we went to the US to talk with like the big tech companies. So Boston Dynamics, Cloudflare, people in Washington as well. So we spoke to those people, and we sort of were understanding what AI and robotics was doing for the world, and the good it is doing for the world, and some of the bad sides as well. We spoke to an AI lawyer. We spoke to the Boston government as well, how they are also using AI. Yeah, AI will take some jobs for sure, but you can actually learn how to control, understand them, and use them to make the job faster. So instead of people carrying heavy loads, the robots can carry that, and the people are the ones controlling those robots, and they can do it en masse. Yes, it will be expensive, but I feel like it will just take some years before it becomes cheap and normal. That we are now using robots for like as many things as possible, like loading our bags onto the belts in the airport or something like that. It doesn't mean that these people will lose their jobs, but they can be the ones controlling the robots. So those are certain ways I like to think about it. I'm always trying to be optimistic, but I cannot deny the fact that bad things will happen because there will always be bad people. And when there's a good technology and bad people use it, they can use it for bad things. Just like I shared on stage, someone was using my video to sell a scam course or scam program. People were believing it.
What advice do you have for content creators in Africa that wants to be like you, that are aspiring to be the next Fisayo in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you for that question. In terms of, I mean, obviously, don't try to be like me. Maybe be better than me. But in terms of like what I can give like advice, I would say again, think of value first. Think of the value that you're giving to your audience first. I always say that money is like a medium of exchanging value, uh, because unless you steal the money, you have to work for the money. Exactly. And when you deliver value, you will get that value in terms of money. So in content creation, we're in sort of a business where we're in the attention business. We basically channel attention to certain things, and we have an audience that trusts us, that trusts what we're saying because we care about what we're saying. So the audience also cares about what we are saying, and they trust what we're saying. So the business is in a way is sort of channeling, certain things. Maybe like a brand, for instance, wants to sponsor you because they want to be seen by your audience. That's value. We're giving the brand value by being seen. You are getting some value. Maybe you are getting paid or some kind of benefits. And the audience is getting value because they are now introduced to this exciting product or exciting service that can make them better off. So in a way, it's an exchange of value all around. And that is what, money is. If you're thinking about content creation as a career, that is the thing that you should be thinking about, like the value that you can give and the value. I mean, obviously the value that you can get, but really the value that you can give people, because that's where the value will come from for you.
Thank you very much for the insight, and thank you for honoring us with this. Thank you very much.